What is up, you geezer, blow tie geezers? It is Chris Marder9 here. And England start off their World Cup campaign in Russia with a 2-1 win over Tunisia. Wow. Wow, we got lucky. Wow. Harry Kane in the last minute with a header from the corner. Oh God, and here were we all just wondering, hoping that it would ever come. And I'll tell you what, if that goal had never come, I think the group would have been a lot difficult. A lot more difficult. Because then, even though it's a given that we're going to beat Panama in the next game, but that game against Belgium would have been crucial, because imagine if we'd have drawn against Tunisia, then obviously beaten Panama, Belgium beat Tunisia, and then we have to beat Belgium and then hope that Panama get a result against Tunisia. And it would have been really, really rubbish. But we did get a win. We did get the win. We're second in the group now because Belgium have beaten Panama 3-0. But let's just talk about the game. So Harry Kane got both goals. He got both goals for us. Both. I do believe that they were both. They were not headers. Well, obviously Harry Kane's winner was a header, but the first one wasn't. It was I think it was from a set piece. I can't remember if it was a corner or a free kick, but it was a header from Maguire. Goalkeeper saved it, and then Harry Kane followed it in, which is what you've always got to do, right? If the goalkeeper fumbles and the ball's right there, you've got to follow it in. And that's exactly what Harry Kane did. Excellent finish. Excellent finish. And then, bit of a controversial decision by the referee, who, by the way, the referee was atrocious. The referee was just stopping moments of the game. He was stopping because apparently he was just blowing up for a foul, which clearly there wasn't any fouls. Like, there were certain moments in the game where the Tunisia players they were getting fouled, and then, or they were falling over, and they looked injured, and the referee just blew up, like, constantly. And we'll get to another specific shout in a minute. But yeah, Kyle Walker, what an idiot. Absolute £50 million idiot. Yeah, I do mention 50 million because Man City bought Kyle Walker for 50 million. So what? Man City didn't pay 50 million for Kyle Walker to be elbowing someone in the penalty box. Clearly, for it to be a penalty, and then Tunisia go and equalise for a penalty. And then for the remainder of that, up until the winner, of course, there was just nothing in it. Like, they were so poor. There were certain players in that team that were poor. First of all, I want to mention Sterling and Lingard. Sterling and Lingard, like, they are top quality players for top quality teams. Sterling for Man City, Lingard for Man United, and they did absolutely bugger all. It just shows that England players only do well for their clubs, and that's it. If you put these players in an England shirt, they don't perform. They don't perform where it matters. Okay, yeah, we won. We did. Harry Kane, 2 fantastic goals. We've got the win, and we're in the top half of the group. But if we're going to progress through this group, if we're going to progress through this World Cup, if we're going to go as far as we can go, we need to be better than that. We cannot play like that. We cannot give the ball away too much. We can't give the ball away to the opposition way too much, because we needed our attack today. But the beginning, that's what annoyed me. The beginning of the game, when it was 0-0 and we went 1-0 up, we were sailing. We were playing great football. We were playing even ticky-taka football at certain points of the game. Up until the point Tunisia equalised, and then it went downhill. That's when we saw players like Sterling and Lingard playing terrible. But before then, we were incredible. Like, we were playing better football than 98. We were playing better football than 96. Like, all of these previous tournaments. Like, we were playing better than that. But then as soon as we equalise, our heads drop, and we just let the opposition just get the better of us. Well, not so much get the better of us, because Tunisia didn't really threaten us too much. If we were playing better opposition than Tunisia tonight, I think we would have struggled. That's being honest. Like, England just don't do it when it matters. Like, it's all good when they go into the groups, the qualifying rounds, and yeah, we get every win. Yeah, every single game is a win. But when it matters, we never do it. We never do it. But thankfully, we did get the win. But there were a few things about that game that really peed me off. Like, what was that whole thing in the penalty box with Harry Kane getting drawn down to the box? What was it? He was literally wrestled in the box, and the referee didn't give a penalty. Where the hell is all this VAR crap? All this thing about VAR improving the game. Oh, right. Something happened in the penalty box. Oh, wait a minute. We have to stop the game. The people are in the VAR box, whatever it is. They look at the decision. The decision. Oh, right. So the referee looks at it, confirms that it was a foul. Right, penalty. Why couldn't they have done that? What happened to that whole... Alright, it's confirmed as a penalty. That was literally a wrestling move on Harry Kane in the penalty box, and the officials did not see it. Amazing. I mean, if that would have... If we'd have got that penalty, would have been 2-1 up, and, well, we would have been in the driving seat again. But, you know, it was all to do with decision making. The referee was terrible today. Referee was just so bad. It was just so bad. And the other positive that came out today was Ruben Loftus-Cheek. My God, what an energetic player! What a player! I'll tell you something. If Marina or anybody at Chelsea decides to offload him on loan this summer, I'm going to go over to their house and I'm going to egg them. I'm going to throw eggs at Marina Granovskaya's house. I'm not kidding. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is Chelsea's future. He is a bloody electric player. He deserves to play more games. In fact, I'm that confident about his ability that he should even play in the next game against Panama. I know it's Panama, and you know Panama are like the minnows of the group, but you know, the more games you play in the World Cup, the bigger the opportunity you've got of playing and showing everybody what you can do. And I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek, with the energy that he had, should be playing in that next game against Panama. Like, what are you doing playing Lingard and Sterling, who did absolutely bugger all in that game? Absolutely bugger all. Up until the goal that Tunisia scored at least anyway. But yeah. Just... yeah, those two players, Sterling and Lingard, absolutely poor. Poor. But the positives is that we got the win today. We got the very, very important win over Tunisia. So hopefully if we beat Panama, that puts us to 6 points going into the game against Belgium. Wouldn't it be amazing if Belgium and Tunisia draw? That would be interesting, because then we'd be top of the group with 6 points. Belgium would have 4. Tunisia would have 1. And Panama would have 0 points. Yeah, we'd literally be in the driving seat. We would definitely be qualifying for the next round of the World Cup. And then that game against Belgium in the third match will decide if we stay top of the group or not. I mean, it would be really good if Tunisia and Belgium draw. That would be great. And then a win over Panama would put us top of the group. And then, then we'd be going in as group winners. So that'd be great. But I don't think Tunisia are going to draw with Belgium. I think that would be that would be a big ask, because Belgium did look very good. Even though Panama held them to a 0-0 draw at half-time, there is something there. There is a little something there. I think that Tunisia have what it takes to draw against Belgium. I think. That's my belief. If Tunisia can get a point... well, if Tunisia can get 2 points off Belgium at least, and we beat Panama, we're in the driving seat. So, yeah, that win over Tunisia was huge, because, you know, that gives us real incentive to go on and maybe even win the group. Who knows? But, like I said, it's not in our hands, it's in England's hands. I think Gareth Southgate's a great manager. I think he's got those players working really hard. You know, they've got a real mindset, those players. Their training sessions are great. The spirits are very high in that team, in that group of players. And it's also I think it's one of the youngest teams that England have put out at a World Cup. So, you know, there's a lot of promise. There's a lot of promise. I also thought at the back, Harry Maguire was very, very good. You know, I was a bit disappointed that Kale didn't play, but I think it was for the best because I think Harry Maguire is a lot better there playing alongside the other guy. I can't remember his name. A name that completely... What? Oh, God. I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. I was watching it for 90 minutes and completely forgot who was playing at the back. Oh, God. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. My memory is evading me. But yeah, I'll probably put an annotation somewhere in the video to let you know who I was trying to think of. But anyway, good win at the beginning. Let's hope we continue this run. Let's see if we can get ourselves in the last 16. Whoever we get in the last 16, let's hope we beat them. And let's see if we can get this momentum going and go as far as we can go. I'm thinking quarterfinals. I think if we can get our act together, keep playing the way we do, play our game, we can get to at least either a quarterfinal or a semi-final. Period. We can do it. Okay, yeah, there were some players that didn't do well, but there's room for error. These players are going to learn from their mistakes. These players are going to watch this game back, earmark the mistakes, and make sure they don't happen again. You know, it's the only way you learn in football. Learn from your mistakes. It's the way of anything that you do. Whether it doesn't matter what you do, you learn from your mistakes, right? That's what matters. So, yeah, that's what I think. I'm thinking a 3-0 win over Panama. Maybe a 4-0 win over Panama. Providing that we don't mess up anywhere. And then, I'm hoping the game against Belgium, 1-0. 1-0 win over Belgium. I don't see it happening because Belgium have got so much quality. But in my eyes, in my hopes, I'm hoping it's a 1-0. I think it may be either a 1-1 or a 1-0. That a 1-1 would be good because, you know, we wouldn't have to lose against Belgium then. But yeah. So there you go, guys. That's my opinions, guys. What did you think? Did you watch the game? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. A little bit of a sidetrack of this video. I'm sorry that I didn't do the last few games. Well, I'm sorry that I didn't do a video on the last games that London Spitfire played in the Overwatch League. We got a win over Florida Mayhem and we lost against Philadelphia Fusion. Yeah, those are the games that I missed. I didn't do videos on them. I also forgot to do a video on a friendly match that England played against Costa Rica. I said Spain in that last video, and I was wrong. It wasn't Spain, it was Costa Rica. So I'm sorry I didn't do videos on them. Yeah, there will be times where I miss videos here and there, but, you know, games where it matters, I will definitely do videos on. I will always have to make sure that I do videos for them. So, yeah. So thanks very much, guys. Thank you for watching this. And yeah, let's hope that we beat Panama in the next game. Thank you very much for watching. Come on, England. Let's beat Panama in the next World Cup game. Hey, door, and peace.